I'm reminded that 3 or so minutes through the recording above, part A, whatever it is, one above, not A, that if the company you're keeping or the discourse you're listening to is not taking the existence of God into account and your purpose, or rather the ideal purpose to be life eternal in heaven, then it's not helpful to such pursuit. It may be interesting in how people try to cope without such realization or such trust, rather. But it won't come to a solution except it comes to the solution that the real meaning to life is the love of God and membership of the heavenly host eternally. This universe, as I trust it to be, is designed so that no other answers will be fulfilling. That you must find your way ultimately to this conclusion. So the discourse without such tenets taken into account, that have in fact an absence of realization and trust in God and ultimate purpose to be part of heaven, adult heavenly host. If it doesn't have that, that's what it needs. You know, you can argue all night how to console a secular person with the difficulties of life. Ideally, you can't. It should direct them to long for the goodness of God and realize that's what they truly value and nothing else will do. I take it that this experience here is designed to afford us such a gain. And any other thing to be sacrificed, or any other cost, rather, is actually worth the gain of such. To know in your heart that you love God is your personal solution to all dilemmas of being here. For it's this need and desire that was in you and caused you to come. And accept such costs as are necessary to achieve such a goal. That sounds way out, doesn't it? And I'm sure I haven't explained it quite as I mean, but just to put it there to help you be on track. Non-godly answers are not an answer from your point of view. For all people, from your point of view, because you know in your heart, or you trust in your heart, that they need to love God. Put him first. Come to know him. That he's a loving Heavenly Father from the Jesus point of view, story point of view. And gain life eternal. End of story. Thank you, Heavenly Dad. So you're in conversation and you know this person doesn't have God in mind. And your solution of God is not acceptable to them. In a sense, from the point of view of rescuing them as you see it, anything else is pointless. It must drive them back to needing to realize God in their life. That's what they value and that's what they need and that's what they love. And even if he doesn't exist, still that's what you value. He personifies what you value because he's your God. It's an unavoidable rationality, isn't it? That your values are your values. You couldn't love a God that didn't, at present you couldn't love a God that didn't personify your values. So you must see God as personifying your values. And as you live this out in utter devotion to your God, you will adjust what your view of your God has to be, because some things don't add up otherwise. You will become clearer and clearer what your values are. The personification of your love and your devotion to such is your solution to all. Period. Full stop. To all. Well, I remind myself this is part E. This is what God adds. That he's everything.